Schwarzenegger is sporting a new look that some bloggers say should be terminated. Now, this is how we're used to seeing him, right? And this is a photo of the Governator with a brand new haircut. What do you think?
I think I look great.
I think you look great.
I think I look great.
Oh, welcome back to CBS This Morning. I'm thinking, what just happened? The Talk is here in New York City this week for a series of holiday shows. The ladies of the Talk would be Julie Chen, Sara Gilbert, Sharon Osbourne, Sheryl, Underwood, who has a crush on Charlie Rose. Aisha Tyler are here with us. Good morning to you. I don't know who's more excited, Sheryl, you or Charlie.
Because I am.
Oh, you are?
Yes, because we love each other. He just can't tell y'all because he don't want no problem at the table. When I knew I was coming to see my boo, Charlie Rose, I was flipping like Dave Wilson in the Giants game after he threw them 2-3 touchdowns. Hi, Bookie Boo.
Remember last time she was here, she said, Nora, she said, I love me some Charlie Rose. And I thought, should I leave and leave the two of them alone? And I said, no, I will not do that. But listen, all three of us are coming on later today. This is the thing.
Excited.
This is Charlie's first daytime talk show. He's a talk show virgin in the daytime. Oh. Be gentle, Cheryl. Be gentle.
Righty then.
Cheryl's dream.
I'm making
We're going to be his
We'll
first.
just leave it at that.
Is it your first two, Nora?
It is going to be my
Nora's
first.
first. Oh, so you've got two virgins.
We promise that we will be gentle.
Okay,
we will be gentle.
But
We have a
there'll
gentle
only be
touch.
one that comes out a virgin.
Well, I love, Sharon, that you said, don't be worried, be scared.
Be very, very afraid.
You said that to Charlie. He came over here for kisses. He said he was afraid. Charlie, just take your rightful place on Cheryl's lap right now, please.
I would pay. I would pay good
Love
money
her.
to see
You just
that.
don't know it yet.
I would pay good money. But let's give a shout out to all of you because Emmy Award winning, Emmy nominated show.
No, now we're going to go with winning, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking that
We
one.
actually won an Oscar, too. You might
I remember that day, Sarah. I mean, but it's the second season with this lineup.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's working. It is working. Aisha, tell me why it's working so well for you.
You know, for me, this was immediately a fit. You know, I came in as a guest for a week, and it just felt so natural. And I feel, the thing I was thinking about this morning when I sat down with everybody is that this really feels like a team. Yeah. Everybody really loves working with each other. There's an incredible amount of support, and you always feel like you can take risks on the show. You can be yourself. Everybody's behind you. And like a team, a point for any one of us is a point for the entire team. So we're always, you know, if somebody's got a bit, everyone's like, yes, that bit was hilarious. There's just so much support. And you just feel loved when you come to the show. And our guests feel that way too, I think, which is why the show works.
So if it's a team, who's the quarterback? Julie.
Yeah, Julie.
Yeah.
Definitely Julie.
Where's my Heisman thing? I'll take it. My earring got stuck. There you go.
I thought, Julie, you made a good point the other day about the daytime genre because you said, I think the single host show is over, that really people want to see different opinions. You
know,
think so?
I mean, here was my theory, and you could weigh in on this. I felt as if Oprah did it better than anyone ever did or ever will do it. And when she hung it up, it's kind of like that day has come and gone. Yeah. You know, it's just, television goes through periods and genres. It's like, this used to be the hot thing. Reality shows won't be here one day. And I just feel like that single talk show host daytime format,
It's also the hardest thing to do.
I was going to say,
It's
Sharon,
so
you know
hard.
what it's like.
Listen, I tried twice.
Yeah.
And failed each time. It's the hardest thing to do.
No, I've tried too, and you know what's so funny? Once they had a list of failed talk shows who have tried, you know, when you see your name sort of scrolling by as someone who's failed. Yeah. But I agree with you. People have no idea how hard it is to be a host and do it day to day, every day. You're right. Yeah. What was the hardest for you?
It was, for me, I was really paid to go to school.
What do you mean?
They paid me to go to school because I was learning every day.
Okay, got it.
So every day I was at school learning something else and something else, and you know, I had no idea what I was doing, but I would turn up. But it's terribly hard.
But don't you think that what you went through and what Sharon went through opened the door for you to do other things?
I do.
So you had to go through that to get here, to get for us all to be together.
Go ahead, Cheryl. I like that, Cheryl.
But I would not fail at being Mrs. Charlie Rose. Cheryl Rose. It's like Gypsy Rose Lee.
Oh, yeah.
I think it'll work, Charlie.
Yeah.
Half of my money will be none of your money. We will spend all of your money living a life of luxury.
You know what?
Pain every day.
Yes.
If you keep this up, he might not show up. You have to dial it down a little. You have to be subtle with Charlie Rose.
No, you have to go in for the kill. He likes an aggressive, assertive woman. Likes that stalker level. Okay. He's an international man of mystery.
I think he looks like he might like a bunny boiler.
Absolutely.
What?
A bunny boiler.
Oh, Fatal Attraction.
Even though I would never do that, but I would put on a pot of hot water and pretend that I needed it.
Sara Gilbert, this was all your idea way back in the day. Did you ever think, was this what you had in mind when you started? Because you created the show.
No.
Sheryl Underwood making an obvious play for Charlie Rose.
Yeah,
to see it evolve the way
one
it
of our
has.
hosts will assault another host. You know, the truth is, I mean, the show has totally exceeded my expectations. I think when you think of something, you can never really picture what it's going to be, and so many people bring their point of view and who they are. And so I feel really fortunate. You know, in some ways, it has some of the elements. I was hoping that we'd have like a kind of girlfriendy thing that you don't see all the time. So that's good, because I feel like we really love each other and you see us relate on camera. So that's exciting to me. But in other ways, yeah, it's so much more.
So let's talk about some of the current topics in the news. Buck Wild, this new reality TV show about West Virginia that we saw. Senator Manchin, we did a story about it this morning, is sort of saying not fair, doesn't represent West Virginians well. What do you think?
Well, reality show started with you, Ms. Osbourne. Stand up and take a bow.
I feel I should be in stocks, you know, tar and feather me. He doesn't realize that the more he says that, the bigger the show will be when it premieres. He should just zip it, you know. I do think that MTV lost all credibility for me, and I loved the network. The old MTV. But when they did the teen pregnancy, for me it was over. That was like, okay, now this is just
too exploitative. It was just exploiting young people too much.
Just so many ways it was so wrong, so
And
ugly.
that was your network, MTV.
I loved them. I mean, when Judy McGrath was there,
Yes.
I mean, I bowed down to her. I idolized her, and but the network's not the same anymore.
Well, you are so right when you say the more people talk and criticize it. I think right now MTV is doing the hula. They say keep talking, because now people who weren't even thinking about watching will say, what's all the fuss about?
And I always think we need to put more responsibility on the viewers. You know, we talk about the networks and the choices they're making, but the truth is if we weren't tuning in, there'd be no show.
Right.
You know.
Right. All right, so CBS has the Super Bowl this year, right? We're all going to be sharing Jackson Square in New Orleans.
Yay.
So if you don't get your chance with Charlie this week while you guys are here, New Orleans, baby.
And are we staying in the same hotel?
Oh, she's got so many football players there. He's going to have to share the attention there. She's got a big agenda there.
So we're not ever going to see Sheryl. It'll be amazing if she shows up.
I will give up the AFC for Charlie Rose. I will give it up for him. After 3 hurricanes, Charlie, you won't know what hit you.
Cheryl, as you know,
She's gonna get him drunk.
No. Cheryl knows this. Once you go black, you never go back.
Absolutely. And once you go Charlie Rose, everything glows.
You are making this poor man blush. He is a hardened newsman, and you are making him blush.
But that's why I love him, because he's smart, he's intelligent, and we can walk arm in arm together. You know, ebony and ivory. This is what the country is all about. We can do it, Charlie. We'd be the biggest couple that ever lived. Oh my God.
You'll be a brand. The two of you, I can see the brand.
That's right,
now.
Charlie and Sheryl, Ike and Tina.
The first
yes.
Sonny and
couple of
Shay.
television.
Yes.
I see it.
Charlie's going, how much longer will this continue? Weren't you guys in the building yesterday?
Charlie.
NFL.
We were at the building yesterday, and we hung out with the NFL guys.
Yeah.
JB.
Yeah, JB. That guy's the nicest guy, right?
Yeah.
Nobody doesn't love JB, but
He's a Harvard man.
is he? Really?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
And he's a very religious man.
Yes.
He said the cutest thing. So, you know, the guys have their 5 seats, and we're standing off camera waiting to take our place. And I said to Mrs. O, I go, look, it's the male version of the talk. Then they asked us, the photographer said, all right, ladies, take your slot in between each guy. And JB's such a gentleman. He goes, we're sitting while the ladies are standing, and he said to our publicist, my mom is going to reach down from heaven and smack me in the head if she sees that we're sitting while he...
They were such
That
gentlemen.
sounds like the JB we know and love, and we will see you later this afternoon.
Yes.
We can't wait. We're going to turn the tables on you guys. We're going to keep Charlie and Sheryl separated at opposite ends of the table.
I think that's a good thing.
Not gonna happen.
I think that's a good thing. We'll see you this afternoon.